Welcome back to Marin County Real Estate Updates, where I break down what's really happening instead of just recycling national headlines. Because let's be honest, clickbait won't tell you if you should buy now, wait, or just cry into your Zillow search history. Today's hot topic, the so-called mortgage lock-in effect, aka the reason your neighbor with a 2.5 mortgage has been hoarding their house like it's a rare Pokemon card. The big question, is it finally ending? I've got the stats for the United States and a look at Marin too. So let's get to it. By the way, I'm Karrie Hill, lawyer turned realtor, 30-year Marin local, and the person who helps you buy or sell here with your sanity and bank account intact. My information is in the link below if you need a backup. And hey, if you pick up even one useful nugget here, please hit subscribe. It motivates me to keep pumping out this content. Thank you so much. What's going on nationally? Here's the deal. Redfin's latest numbers show that nearly 20% of homeowners now have mortgage rates at or above 6%. That's the highest level since 2015. This chart has the mortgage rate numbers in Q1 2022 compared to Q2 2025, and it shows what percentage of homeowners currently have a mortgage that is below 6%, then 5%, 4%, and 3%. It's easy to see that the number of people with mortgage rates in each category has dropped a lot between 2022 and 2025. Why does this matter? Because the number of people clinging to a sub 6%, 5%, and 4% mortgage rates have each dropped by double digits. Translation, people seem to be finally saying to themselves, you know what? Life's too short to stay in this house just because of a cheap mortgage. I'm gonna move anyway. So people are changing jobs, upsizing, downsizing, or just deciding they can't live another day staring at their avocado green kitchen tile. Real life is starting to outweigh the math of a rock bottom rate. The result? More homes are hitting the market. This is the most options buyers have seen in years. At one point in August, there were 35% more sellers than buyers in the United States. That's the strongest buyer's market in over a decade. If you're getting any value from this, please subscribe. It makes a difference to keep these videos flowing. Thank you very much. What about Marin? Here's the inventory in Marin County for the last 5 years. Now the latest jump isn't on the bars yet, and that's what the red line you see represents. You know, September's numbers. So does it look like Marin is catching the same break in the lock-in effect as the rest of the country? Kinda looks that way. Starting around March 2022, when interest rates really shot up, our inventory basically fell off a cliff. And it stayed stubbornly low all the way through March of 2025. But since then, totally different story. Inventory has been climbing back, and it's not just a blip. That rise suggests we might be heading back toward the kind of inventory levels we saw in 2020. And that's a big deal because those numbers represent a more normal market. Not weird or frozen like the one we've been living through. If this continues, buyers could finally get some breathing room, and sellers will need to adjust expectations to a world where their house isn't automatically sold as soon as it hits the market. And that's already happening. Houses are sitting on the market for longer. The catch? Now, before buyers start fist pumping, rates are still hovering in the 6 to 7% range. That's not exactly party time. Many buyers are still hanging back, waiting for something closer to 5% before they pounce. Of course, many agents are saying if rates dip below 6%, brace yourself because the sidelines will empty fast. Until then, sellers may notice lots of window shoppers, but few people actually pulling the trigger. Even with inventory up nearly 20% year over year, there's already chatter that new listings are slowing again, which is typical this time of the year, as sellers watch buyers hesitate as well. So the supply boost could be temporary, or maybe not. What it means for you. Buyers, this is the most leverage you've had in a long time. More inventory means more choices, and sellers can't count on instant wars anymore, or even selling right away anymore. But if rates drop below 6%, that window of calm might slam shut. at least for a bit of time. Sellers, the lock-in wall is cracking, which means more competition. If you want to stand out, price sharp, price to sell, and present your home like it's auditioning for HGTV. Otherwise, you risk becoming just another listing in the 11% below ask category. Everyone else, the market is moving from frozen to thawing. It's not hot yet, but there's a pulse. Think of it like the spring thaw in Tahoe. The ice is melting, but don't cannonball in just yet. If you're checking out homes for sale in Marin or debating whether it's time to sell, you should see some other video recommendations above me right now. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my no fluff real estate updates. Thank you for watching and have a great day.